Yo, test. Howdy ho. Let's play some Illuvium. Let me just pull up the chat, put on some music, and then we're gonna start. Go. How is everybody doing? Having a good day? I got 2 hours before I have to go to a birthday party, and I thought, why not grind some Illuvium leaderboard until we do so? Good old Nintendo music. Always good for some background music. 35, that's the wave to beat. Let's see. See if we can do that. Let me know if the audio is too loud. I think it should be fine. Alright, we got a cook on the first wave. Let's try to beat him with the shield and the armor. That way we get 6 income from our 120 mastery points left over. Should be easy. No way Kuka is getting through this one. It's trying really hard though. Kinda feel bad for the little bird. Well, that's not the fastest approach for sure. Also, it got hyperactive now, so it's healing itself. You can see right here, upon becoming hyper, empaths heal allies for 30 health and provide 3 energy regen per second in a radius of 20 around them. So it also heals itself when it gets hyper. Alright, let's get a 25 cost unit. Doko right here should be doing the job. And hit the play button. And also let's investigate what we got today. What's our deck all about? Check out fighters, definitely the strongest early game and also mid game class we have. We got a slayer, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fighters, which is huge. We have a sword. Yes sir, we got a sword. Also a water sword, so we could get double toxic, double slayer maybe? And 5 fighters, which could be a really sick setup. Then we just need Omegas can crit on our Gyro. And then we should be good. Let's set up the 3 fighters for now, which is gonna carry us through the early game easily. We might even be able to sell the armor to get up to 120 mastery points again. Because this is not really a hard wave. We probably can focus down ramp fight before it casts its Omega. So to get to Water Slayer, we need a Nature Rogue. Nature Rogue. Let's see if we have that. There we go. So that means we would have 5 fighters, 1 Slayer, that is 6. Then we have this Rogue, that is 7, and then we cannot get to 3 Rogues, that would be sick. So we're probably gonna put in some high cost units like this Adorius. Adorius and Gazier could be our 2 last spot that we fill up. Looking good. Always when you have like something like this Gazier or Adorius or any high cost units in the enemy team early on, it's gonna be a super easy wave. Because you usually can't just focus down that 100 mastery point cost unit very easily. Like, for example, here this Scoriox will get maybe 5 auto hits out before he's dead. And then the rest of the fight should be super easy. So we don't need to bring in any more units. Both enemies are actually focusing the same target, which is not ideal for us. But as you can see, they got no chance. See how much damage this will do. Quite a lot actually, but now he refocuses on another unit, leaving our Doka with just a little bit HP left. Actually, he was focusing him. So, again, 2LF, super easy kill. Won't even be able to cast, and then the... what's it called? Rake? Yeah. Rake will be an easy kill, so we can even sell the armor, I think, here. Because nobody's gonna attack our ranger, because our Dokas are not gonna die. Positioning was very well, nobody's attacking our danger, who is super squishy without the armor. Now it's an easy 3 versus 1. And we're up on 200 mastery points already. That's pretty good. That is pretty solid. Now it gets a bit more dicey with 2 magma, and especially with Seer, who is good versus a lot of small units, small melee units like we have here. Because he can do some nice AoE damage to surrounding enemies. We're just gonna bring in some more units. Maybe just an Atlas could be enough to tank the Scoriox over there. Down to try. Then again, we need the armor. He's just gonna die from AoE damage from the magma damage otherwise, so we might as well bring in something bigger. Where's our other fighters? We can bring in the Riptorus and already... maybe... oh no, it's water. Oh yeah, we can bond with this Doka, and then we have 2 toxic, 3 fighter. Which should definitely be enough to beat this wave. Even bring back the armor. See how it goes. So now we got a Berserker. We could bring in the Monk here early on to have double Berserker 5 fighters. But I tried a lot of Berserker yesterday and it was good, but not really that good. But early on it could be worth it. Because Berserker is pretty strong, you get more attack speed and more damage every 3rd hit, so especially when we have 5 fighters. If we can keep them alive, they're just gonna shred through everything. Alright, now we got double Granite, which is scary. We also got a Gyro. This is a bit of a scary wave for sure. We're probably gonna go for 5 fighters right now. Just to be safe. Gotta sell this guy. To unlock the bond, and now we have 5 fighters again because our ranger is not bonded anymore. She's not a Berserker anymore. How do we do that? Either we put all our units down here to focus the Gyro. Would be the best call, to be honest. Let's get rid of this guy early on, and by then the Granite invulnerability of the Titanor is gone, and we're gonna kill him pretty fast. Not like that. Maybe put our ranger more on the outside. Yep. Looks good. We're down to 140 again because we just don't want to lose this wave. Seems like a hard one. Can kill the Gyro before he casts, and now it's probably smooth sailing from here on. Yep. Probably we can just press play right away, yeah, especially versus those enemies. We don't need to do anything. We could even sell 1 unit. Or at least sell the armor to get to 180. At the bare minimum. We're gonna split up a little bit weird between the Yokul and the Slashin, but it's okay. There's no way we lose this wave. Actually, everybody's going up to the Jokul. I wonder how to spell him. Either Yokul or Jokul. But since we're English, our main language in Illuvium is English, it's probably gonna be Jokul. Usually this Nintendo music really fits well to the movement and fighting of the Illuvials. Wave 10, important wave. We want to have that checkpoint. If we lose, we don't want to lose right here, because then we have to replay a lot of waves. But this should be easy. Quick check on the augment. No biggie. Get back the armor and press the play button. We have a little bit much focus on the Doka, probably. No, it's okay. All enemy units are focusing a different unit of us. So positioning is good. And as you can see, this was way too easy. We could have sold one unit at least, but we're up to a 200 mastery point, so that's fine. And again, it was wave 10, so we want to play it safe. Just in case. System is looking good, no dropped frames, connection is stable, stoked. Easy wave to have, no tanks. We can go back to the front line. Make sure that our range is not tanking the Scoriox, that's all we really care for with positioning. And 240, do we sell the armor? Probably not. Might even bring a little bit more in. Let's see if we have crit on Omega. Successor's gift. No, that's not it. Oh no, we don't have crit on Omega. Ah, there it is. Final abounding. We put that on the Gyro with the 5 fighters and we should be good. Double Slayer. Gonna be sick. This one is also really good on the Gyro because it stacks up attack speed. Thorns. Get crit amp, so we can put this on the nature rogue next to the Gyro to give him a bit more crit. But Gyro is gonna roll away anyway, so not that good. Omega per second is also really nice. Ah yeah, we just gonna stay like this, I guess. I'm not sure about this one, but if we die, we restart at the same wave, so we might as well risk a checkpoint and try it. We're not getting too much damage yet. This is a really nice split that would happen subconsciously right here, that the Ramphie is held down by the Doka. It's not gonna hit a lot of units with his Omega. And all the damage dealers are gone. We're good. Perfect. We could have even... I mean, we could have sold the armor, but then we would have to replace the ranger to a better position. Because with this much life left, she probably would have died without the armor. Alright, up to 260, that's crazy. This is also an kinda easy wave, but we got Behemoth and Magma, so not really easy actually. Let's bring in more fighters. How many more do we got? We got 2 more fighters. We could get up to 7 fighters. Let's do that. That's crazy. Alright, let's just put this augment on the Riptorus for now. Attack speed. And physical damage. And now we should be good no matter what. Let's check out the hyperactive meter. We're countering most units here, just Jotun is getting hyperactive, but he's being shredded down. Right, I think we're gonna sell the Riptorus to get back the money from the augment, place in the 7th fighter, and then just watch magic happen. 7 fighters is crazy. That's a lot of attack speed. As you can see right here, if you have 7 fighters, your fighter units, and also fighter composite units, get 70% attack speed. That's a lot. So sell you, bring him back in, bring in the 7th fighter. Woo! I'm excited to see what's happening now. We can even downgrade the armor, I believe. Yo! That is crazy fast. We got 2 slots left. If we would bring something in, we would bring in fighter composite units. So the Gyro And it would be nice to have another, like if we had Umbre as well, the second Slayer, that would be so sick. Or like 2 Behemoths or something like that. But Monkey is not really the best choice, so we could bring in Gyro next. And in addition to him, probably a Gazier would be nice, because everybody's taking a bit of damage. Also Adorius is nice. But for now, I don't think we need to do anything. Enemy has Vanguard and Behemoth, pretty strong. But not as strong as us, I believe. We could place one of those just down to catch those Vanguards. And have everybody else go on the Doka and then on the rest of the units. Bring back the armor, hit the play button, see what happens. So good so far. We have a lot of AoE damage here from Malura and Seer. Malura almost dying, able to get out his Omega, doing so much damage now to our units. So it's gonna be a close one, we're probably gonna lose this one. I was a little bit optimistic there. Wow. Never mind, we're doing so much damage, it could actually go well. Yep, we got him. It's crazy, everybody's doing so much damage. 7 fighters. Love to see it. Three Bulwark, 3 fighters, 4 fire. I got a lot of damage. A lot of damage. Might bring in some more units. It would be so nice to have another fighter to actually bring in Guru and make our Ranger Slayer. I know this is very greedy, yeah, but whatever. We're still on 120, so that's good, and there's no chance on Earth that we're losing this round. Now it's all about Guru positioning, so that he actually rolls into a lot of units, which is gonna happen here. Boom. Good damage. Look at that. There. Wow. Looks like we might lose this. Our Guru just got one-shot by something. It's a 2-on-1. Ooh, we got him. So close. His Fire Doka did so much damage. Crazy. This could be also a nice augment on the Guru. We don't have to give him the triple auto hit buff thingy. Should have given him attack speed if we want to give him this. So let's go for the Mirror Erosion for now. Do it like that. We're still over-investing. We don't want to go below 100 mastery points though. Well, that was too easy. Too freaking easy. The only problem I see with this Guru carry is that we don't have strong tanks in our front line. All our units right here can die really fast if they get focused. And then it's very likely that the enemies are swapping their attention over to our Guru. So we might have to change up something, but yeah, we probably gonna go for 5 fighters, 2 slayers at least. But for now, we're still rocking the 7 fighters. Fighter really falls off in the late game. Like wave 30 and stuff like this, you usually cannot go with fighter carries. Because there's just gonna be a dual F who one-shots everything or stuff like this, or Ramfire who's one-shots stuff like this, and Or it's just gonna be too tanky because we got 5 bulwarks right here. Gyro really needs to do a lot of damage. Doesn't really do that. And now he's getting focused. I don't think he get another Omega out. We're on wave 17 though, so easy restart. Oh wow! He got one more cast out and killed everybody. Alright, alright. I think we're gonna first of all redo his augments, get him attack speed and the triple auto hit thingy. Attack speed and what? Crit chance or crit damage? I think crit chance is the better call. Then we're also gonna drop one of our fighters right here. Then we're gonna bond our ranger with the nature rogue like we planned it. To get Toxic Slayer. Boom. 5 fighters, 2 slayers, 2 toxic. 3 nature, so next up we could put in some nature unit just to get that nice self-heal that nature provides. And there's only Archie to do so anyway, but yeah, let's bring it in now. Why wait? We should be good like this. We could put our Volante over here already, and then our Gyro is gonna roll over to him and help him as soon as he casts. They get a lot of empaths, 7 empaths. And we're rolling. And we're doing damage. So now we need to kill our first unit, giving our Gyro attack speed every time he vanquishes a unit. And now this triple auto hit augment really pays off. And you can see this on the damage. It works out great. We might have to go down to 3 fighters. Because this attack speed buff is not that important in the late game anymore. And we really need some solid tanks and maybe some mystics. Probably gonna bring in 2 mystics. Gonna sell Archie and 2 fighters. So we have 3 slots open. That's 2 mystics and 1 big tank. Probably a Singe. We could also bring in 3 bulwarks. We got really strong bulwarks with Singe, the Zephyr Lynx. Yeah, we probably need 3 bulwarks, making our whole team more tanky. Those 3 right here, super strong. Air, fire, magma. Don't need to do that yet, though. Just gonna focus the dual F here with our 2 assassins. That's probably all there is to it. Oh, we got 3 assassins. I keep forgetting our ranger is one of them too now. Archie is just gonna be wrecked by those rogues coming in. A lot of rogues coming in. Let's make sure we all bundle up the enemies on one spot over here. So then our Gyro is gonna roll probably first to the squiz and then next down to the rogues, killing all of them. We can also give our Volante right here this thing to give our other assassins a little bit more crit damage. And that should do it. Again, they have no tanks, so by us being just a bit more tanky with all those fighters, we should win the round. Looking good. Actually, Gyro rolling down to the rogues right away, which is huge. But now he's probably be able to cast his Omega. Yeah. Boom. It's always a little bit delayed, his Omega cast. Kinda weird. Oh, I didn't see. Mal. Hero's celebration animation. Yeah, I gotta check it out. He's a happy boy. Good to see you, man. Alright, what do we got? 5 Scions. That's always a bit scary. Big Lynx cast can really screw you up. And here we got Lynx can crit, so we gonna put all our rogues here and hope that after we kill the Flish, the Lynx is gonna be next. Other than that, we should be good. Titanor is gonna get destroyed pretty fast by our fighters. And we can line our units up a little bit more conventional from left to right. Enemies in 35x have their grit and physical resistance reduced, which is also really good to have this next to our rogues. So let's put that on, and now we should be good. Let's just downgrade our armor. So we have the 120 mastery points and hit that play button. What's up with my chat? Can't really see it. There we go. Oh, I missed it again. Next round. I think this setup is pretty solid for now, especially if we want to save up a little bit more mastery points. We could start calculating how much mastery points we need for our final comp, but I'm a bit too lazy to do that right now. Just looking at the augments, 50, 100, 100 is 40. So we already have enough money to put all the augments on and have a full board with those units. So yeah, let's calculate between rounds. Magma, Frost, Scion, Behemoth. Pretty strong. Biggest threats, definitely the 2 Behemoths. Our fighters are gonna take care of the Choton early on. This physical and energy ramp is not gonna save him. We might wanna occupy the other units over here a little bit. Good idea to kill that Terralynx early, then move on to the Scoriox. Our Archie is just gonna be sacrificed. I don't see us losing this round. The Behemoths are really the biggest counter to us right here, but as you can see, why is Choton not getting any damage? There we go. Ooh, first Gyro roll really bad. Choton dead. Only Seer left who can really trouble us. Obviously, Slashin is also really a strong unit in general. But as long as our Gyro keeps rolling, we keep winning. Love it. So, starting over here, let's check the augments. That's okay. That's okay. Probably gonna jump all the way on the right side, just to be sure that this Axon runs down to our front line and not comes over to our rogues, because it's placed in the back line. And we're probably gonna bring in some units now. Could sell the Archie to get in. Probably not Orius. Gazier, I would wait with Gazier until we have 3 bulwarks. We could also sell Archie and bring in 1 bulwark, because then in the next round we could sell 2 more fighters for the 2 last bulwarks. Otherwise we cannot transition in one go to 3 bulwarks. This seems like a good round to do so. Looking good. So if you wanna assess the enemy team and know how strong they are, like, this is really one of the biggest tips I can give you. You see Adorius and Gazier right here. They're both around 100 mastery points. So this is a lot, and also a lot of augments on them. So a lot of the enemy's resources are in those 2 units. And I know I can shut them down with my units. So now I already know the enemy is gonna lose like 200-300 mastery points by me just placing my rogues here. And they not being strong enough to withstand that damage. So I know the last round I was doing good, and this round I have easy kills right here, so it's gonna be good again. You understand what I mean? And then obviously you should always check the synergies right here. Spore is pretty good, and they're gonna get 1 heal out, but now... Okay, our Guru rolls away. Now as you can see, all those healers are dying. And as long as our Giro keeps rolling, I'm a bit scared that Seer will stun him in a second. No, it didn't happen. Perfect. Yeah, Spore can be a little bit tricky versus Rogues because they get extra dodge chance. But it was no problem really. Yeah, first I always check, I want to check out the synergies. And you should know which are good, the ones you play. Like Arcanite is not a big problem, Behemoth is very strong. Magma can be strong, but not too bad over here. And usually the basic synergies are way stronger. If you see somewhere 5 fighters or 5 Scion or 7 water or stuff like this, that's when things get scary. Scoriox is not a big deal anymore since the new patch, so we could ignore him. Empath over here, Scion with what? Scion with Omegas can crit and also Saccharine escape. That's a bit annoying, but I think if we put our Guru right here and our 2 rogues here, they probably should be able to trigger or basically when the Guru will roll over here, he will one-shot the links with a little bit help of our other units. And we're probably gonna bring in our 2 other tanks. They are air and fire, so we cannot get the nature affinity anyway, so we can sell the Doka if we want to. Or we're gonna sell just basic links. Can't sell the Toxic, don't wanna sell the Bear. Bear is strong. So it's either the Doka or the Forest. Forest without Bloom and without Arcanite, it's not so good. Nothing compared to this guy with Arcanite and 2 augments. And Doka heals himself when he attacks. And all we need is to get time for our Guru, so I think Doka is a little bit more tanky than Forest. So Forest will go. 3rd Bulwark comes in. Now we have a bit more solid setup for the late game with the Bulwarks really making us... 3 Bulwarks makes such a big difference. One of the strongest classes in the game probably. Time running out, but I think we're positioned pretty fine. We don't want to have our Singe on the outside. It's a bit more valuable than this Lynx. We were coming in strong, but now he places himself next to the Lynx and everybody is refocusing onto him. So this I think is the hardest part with Guru. Really position him and everything else that he won't be focused once he rolls in. That happens way too many times. Affinities combined still baffles me most of the time. How do you mean how they combine? Like that water and nature is toxic? I feel you on that one. Like I feel like I know pretty much all the affinities and stuff, but sometimes I still have to read. Even though I have read it so many times. So, Major Threat. Umbre right here. 3 rogues. Good that we have our bulwarks in. We don't need to put our bulwarks in the backline to the rogues because there is no... We don't have a backline that needs to be saved, so we can't just let the rogues walk up to our bulwarks. Fighters on the left side focusing Scoriox is pretty good. Saccharine escaped, so we're gonna do the same tactic as before. Like that. And we also have 180 mastery points, so we might wanna swap some things around, put some augments in. Thorns is so good, by the way. I'm probably gonna put it on Singe. Just give him the other best augment for the best stats with armor. And then we're just gonna... We're close to our final build, so we can now start over-investing and just bringing in all our augments. By the way, didn't die yet. Still the first run of the day and on the first life. Pretty stoked about that. 2 Omega power per second. That's a rough one. I would usually put it on Gyro, but since it's only the stage 1 augment, it's not really worth it. Everybody else doesn't really need it. Could put it on the Volante. I'm gonna put this on the right plans because it's just gonna cast a lot. Screw it. Put all on. Playing for free. Murillo Matthews, yes, playing for free. This is right now private beta. So the game is not out yet. It's being tested by the community. There's thousands of beta players, and you can be one of them if you want. You can send me a DM on Twitter or on Discord, and I will try to get you a beta code. It's not so hard, to be honest. If you're a little bit active in the Discord, you get a beta key pretty fast, and then you can play one of those 2 amazing games. This is the arena, the auto battler side of things, and then we have the overworld, which is kind of like Pokemon Arceus, where you run around in an overworld and catch monsters. These monsters, then you use them in the arena. All connected, and hopefully it's gonna launch, I would say, beginning of next year. The roadmap says end of this year, but I try to stay conservative and don't get my hopes up too much, and then I'll be pleasantly surprised. So the item on the Dual F, we're gonna try the same tactic again. Our 2 assassins right here are gonna damage him down to 60%, which triggers the augment. Drops all aggro, and then our Gyro is gonna roll to the furthest enemy. Gonna roll over here and finish him off. Has been working pretty good so far. Everything else should be fine. It looks like a tough round. 3 empaths, 3 mystics, 6 air, a lot of sustain. But our rogues should counter that and should be able to burst through that sustain. And they don't have a lot of damage in the enemy team, so we should be able to outlast them. Yeah, if you're bonding, we can see now what we get through bonding. For example, if you look at the Gyro right here, he's Dust Slayer. And you can see right here, if I go over Dust, I see Air is the dominant affinity, and Rogue is the dominant class. So if you bond with the Gyro, you're gonna get Rogue and Air from the bonding for your Ranger. So you can also see it here. Trunk, for example, Wildfire is nature plus fire, and if you bond, you get nature. And Bulwark is Bulwark, right? And also, if you then... Who did I bond with? Anyway, if you like click bonding and you go over the unit you want to bond with, on the left here, it's gonna show what you're gonna get before you click it. Like there's, if I would bond now with this guy, what I see, then Slayer and Toxic would light up and would indicate me that I would get those 2. $26. We're doing good. It's all about the Gyro. As long as he stays alive, we're good. But this looks like a lot of Scion. 5 Scion, 5 fire. That's really strong. Extra damage. Extra Omega power. So we gotta kill those Scion units, the big ones, early on. Those 3 right here are the big ones. Let's see which augments they got. Omega can crit. Very scary. Energy regen. Also Omega can crit. And Omega power per second. Yowza! I think we're gonna focus on those 2 right here. And then we're gonna try to roll over to this one with the Gyro, as we did before. The thing is, we might have to clump up our units a little bit, so... in order that all the enemy melee units come over here, and then our Gyro is not gonna roll down to this flare right here, but it's gonna roll over to the Scion unit, as I want him to. Kinda like that, should be fine. So the flare and the links right here are gonna meet right here. I guess it's gonna be alright. It's gonna be a tough one. No, Illuvium Lizard, it's not possible to unbond without selling the unit. You have to remove the unit from the board to do that. It might be possible in the future, but actually it's not a bug, it's a feature. And the team has, or Aaron has said that he wants it that way, that it's a more important decision, more impactful who you bond with, because you cannot just unbond all the time. One thing I would like to know is who I bonded with, because sometimes I forget who I bonded with, and then it's kind of weird. If you want to unbond but don't know which one to sell. Because I don't think you can find out anyhow who you bonded with. But that's gonna come, right? We're still in beta. Stuff like this. Overworld and IC will always be my focus. Yeah, I get you, but Overworld has the arena. Like, in the Overworld, you still need to play the auto battler, so yeah. It's a good thing to stay up to date with that. So, what we got? 5 air, 4 earth, 6 empath, 3 fighter. The maximum amount of enemies in the later stages is 11 Illuvials. 3, 6, 9, 11, yeah. But those are all really low-cost units. Not a big threat, to be honest. They just have a lot of empaths, but no damage to go with him. So they have sustain, but they won't kill us. And we will eventually kill them. This guy is probably the most scary Scion guy. So same tactic, our 2 rogues on him. And our 3rd rogue is gonna roll over to him after that. Might want to reposition a little bit here so Singe is in a bit safer position. Because we don't want him to die early on. He should stay till the late game. Alright. Should be easy. Hero is rolling. Boom. Perfect. Yeah, like we said, they have no damage. You can check it out right here. Their most damage was 1,400. Our most damage was 11,000. Checking out the augments. 2 magma. Not much stuff activated. Just Arcanite, Scion, magma. So it seems pretty easy. We got 2 times Saccharine escape on our 2 Arcanite enemies right here. So that's kind of the only problem we have, but it's not really a problem. think this time we're gonna all start over here and then let Gyro roll into here. Positioning wise, I think we're good. I like this double front line. Let's check out what our links is to when we start the round. They're gonna walk around and catch stuff. Yeah. That was really nice. Ah. I hope Gyro rolls over here and not down here. Yes, perfect. Look at that damage. Boom. Hitting like a rock. Ah. Love it. Feels really good when this... Illuvium feels so good when you have a good round. Like you plan it all out and it happens like you want it to happen and it works out. It feels so incredibly good. Right, we got a lot of rogues. 8 rogues. Wow. One thing we could do now versus rounds like this, we sell units like, I don't know. For example, our Cinch right here with the 2 augments. One of them is bonus stats is energy resistance and health, and one is armor and health. So we could sell him and give him double armor against those rogues. And basically do this with the 2 units that we care. Well, let's do it. Let's not just talk the talk, but also walk the walk. Actually sell him. It's pretty fast. Sell him. Boom. Armor health. Boom. Armor health. Alright, we're gonna jump the Scoriox right here. Then we're gonna roll over there. Everybody's gonna clump up over here. And there's where Gyro is gonna kill them all. Should be fine. We have enough tanks versus those rogues, I believe. I mean, they can annihilate your whole team in a few seconds, though. So, it's still a scary wave, but I think Gyro right now... Yep. It's gonna do so much damage to them. Oh, I love the Gyro carry. Look at that. 12,000 damage in one cast. Yeah, overworlds battling right now is really easy. But I hope it's gonna get more difficult. They're probably gonna make it not like wave 30 kind of difficult. With 11 enemy Illuvials and stuff like this. But yeah, I don't know. Rather than when there is, for example, a Rampfire, one of the rarest Illuvials in the encounter in the overworld. Rather than after you win the battle, it's gonna be hard to catch it. I would rather have the battle to be hard, and then it's gonna be easy to catch him, or easier. So you can like, it's more like about skill and not about luck. We'll see where we go with that. Keep rolling, rolling, rolling. Keep killing, killing. So, Rampfire coming in. We cannot stay with all our units over here, because Rampfire is just gonna cast one big firestorm and kill all our fighters there. Especially if you have some fire or Scion or... Yeah, he got a little buff from the Scion. Not too scary. His Omega also cannot crit, so we could actually stay here. His Omega is gonna take like half of our HP. Then again, it would be nice to kill the Titaner right away. Because he's a pretty easy target without Granite and without the right augment. We could also position our fighters in the backline to kill the Rampfire right away. Again, like what I said in the early game. Now I know, I figured out, oh, I can kill this Rampfire before you even cast. So this Rampfire is not gonna even count. So now I take 100 mastery points plus another, I don't know, another 160 mastery points away in the first 10 seconds. I think my fighters can just focus him down really fast. And that makes the overall wave way easier. I mean, now I cannot change anything anymore anyway. I have my final build here, but... yeah, that's what I'm gonna always use for evaluating the enemy strength. I'm gonna check out what augments and affinities they have. And classes, and then I'm gonna see how fast will I be able to kill one of their key units. Kind of like this. Gyro is gonna not roll very nicely, so we're probably gonna put him on the left side. And hope he's not gonna roll down to Rampfire, but roll into here. Where we're gonna try to clump up the enemy units. Alright, the reason I put the links down here and not here is because if I put the links here, all of those units are gonna focus him. If I put him here, some are gonna focus the first links and some are gonna focus the fire links, as you can see in a second. Hopefully. Well, not really. Still a lot on the fire links, but yeah, you get the idea. You can see Ram fired that before he can cast. Sadly, the Gyro rolled down. I kind of expected that to happen, but all our tanks are dead now, so our Gyro needs to clear this enemy field, but the big threats of the enemy team are gone. Gyro is getting focused just by the Titaner, which is fine. Can also kill the Chokehold. He does so much damage with his auto attacks. All this white stuff you see here is just from the augment. Music got a bit too loud, man. So, a lot of rogues. A lot of rogues. But not very scary rogues. They have a lot of augments on them. So, probably Rake right here. Really the strongest. We could stay with our fighters here to try to kill the Rake early on. But they might need a tank with them. Our rogues are kinda lost right here. I don't know who to focus. Probably the Blaze Knight, the only one who will really stay in the backline. And it would actually be nice if the Gyro rolls down into those two rogues this time. So we're gonna keep him here. You guys gonna go on to the Blaze Knight and hopefully be able to kill him. Might actually bring in the Gyro here as well. Otherwise it's gonna be hard for them to kill the Blaze Knight. Try to spread the damage between all our tanks a little bit. Everybody should tank something. Like that. And then we can hit the play button. Might even be better to bring up our fighters to the front line to deal with the tanks. And then our tanks, or at least 1-2 tanks to the back line to just hold the rogues until the Gyro rolls in and kills them. Bring up one. So that Krunk doesn't roll in here. Doesn't come in here. So he has an AoE blind. We should be good. Wave 31. 35 is the wave to beat. Easy day today. So far. Do some stage 1 Illuvials have composite affinities? Squiz is shock. Yeah, some do. As you noticed, right? Squiz starts out as a shock. I don't know if there is any other that start out with composites, but yeah. Stage 1 does not mean it's... Oh, they got us. Ranger's trying her best to kind of bring it back, but no, they got us. Yeah, our Gyro got focused down. Yeah, stage 1 doesn't mean basic affinities, basic synergies, but there's not a lot. Nice, we don't have to replay anything. We're on wave 31 already. Let's do that. Try to figure it out. I don't think I will change the composition at all. I think it was just a problem to the positioning. If we would change the composition, we would bring in those two Mystics, which would actually give us the attack speed buff that, or almost the attack speed buff that the fighters are providing. So we could swap out those two fighters, bring in the two Mystics. That could actually be a good idea. We have to keep in the Toxic. We might be able to rebound to something else than Toxic as well, though. Alright, let's try it one more time like this, and then we're gonna sell the fighters and try it with two Mystics. Okay, what's the plan? Bring the tanks down here. 1, 2. Bring our fighters to the front line. They should actually focus all the same units, so we're gonna position more that they all attack Goliath right here. That's gonna be hard. At least 2 are gonna attack him. Yeah, I didn't watch the round. I didn't see if we actually were able to kill Blaze Knight like we tried to. And where... But I'm just gonna pretend it worked. I feel like I should have changed more. This feels very close to what we tried before. Hero died. Yeah, how did he die though? I hope that we didn't have enough tankiness down here. And that he just needed more tanks here to protect him from the rogues, and it looks good so far. Yeah, we get one more big roll. Boom. Should be enough. Nice. So in the end, it's all about the Gyro and all about this white bar you can see here. That's toxic damage, the poison damage. So that's our 2 damage dealers. And I don't think the 3 fighters really contribute that much to it. I think having the Mystics, the heal, would actually be better. So let's try that out and see how it goes. Problem is, Gacy got really nerfed. Takes him very long to cast now, especially when we don't have water and... no water, no tsunami. We need Adoris to tank somebody. Alright, let's figure that out, what they got. They got 6 bulwarks. The Gazier. Gazier, we're just gonna focus with our Ranger and our Rogues right here. That should be alright. Actually, getting rid of Sinalf is probably more important. We need somebody to tank this Lynx. We need somebody to tank this guy. We need our Adoris to get some damage. Also, we want our little Gaze here to use his HB as a resource, so also we want him to get some damage. Might be too much though from C4 and Singe. Not too sure. Maybe just put him in front of this guy. Put the Zephyr Lynx here. Looks good. You go here. This is too much tankiness for this. Need somebody to be sacrificed over there. Right, this looks a bit better. Should be good. One thing we could do is replace the augments onto our Adorius, for example, if we want him to tank a little bit more. Right now he's only tanking heady, so that's not a big problem. But, for example, Omega power per second would be way better on somebody else than Riptorus, and now we got somebody else with Adorius and Gaze here. So if we survive this round, we're gonna redo the augments right here. Also, Omega Power Gainer Shield is really good on somebody else. Let's go. See what happens. No, our range is blocked in. Look at her just standing there. Okay, Guru rolling in. He's getting focused now too, which is bad. Which is really bad. Why did he get focused? Who died? Ah, he's rolling again. We're good. Didn't do any damage though. It's getting healed. It's really clutch. Really clutch that we still survive. Now he gets Adorius heal. It's gonna be full again. Really nice. 16k damage. Now you can also see the attack speed stacking up. Because he killed some units. Slay units get more attack speed the more units they kill. We don't really need that fighter attack speed buff. I think that was better for the mid and early game. And it was a good idea to bring in the healers. Otherwise we would have never made this round. So, wave 33. What we got? What's in there? We got Granite. We can let our Dorius probably tank the Titanor. Need somebody next to him though to catch the Jotun. And also the TNT damage. And we need something for Hedy right here. That can be the Gazier. Umbre is gonna run right now to the Gazier though, because he's bigger than the Singe. 3 rogues coming in. Omega power per second. Who's gonna get that? I think I wanna make our Gacy a little bit more tanky. And Omega power per second will be on the Adorius. With energy resistance. Blaze Knight Omega cast is gonna hit a lot of units like this as well. We might want to focus him down because Squiz is not a real unit. Squiz right here. As Mr. Illuvisard pointed out really correctly, stage 1 is already has a composite affinity shock. But right now he's absolute dog shit. He can come in a little bit clutch if he kills a unit with his Omega, he can recast it. But I tried one time to itemize him and play Scions and play around him, but it's not reliable and just a bit underwhelming right now. So if we put all our rogues here, we're gonna kill Blaze Knight pretty easily, then we're gonna move on to the Squiz. Our Gyro is gonna roll over here, which is not really a good position to be in, next to all the tanks. But if we position him here, he's gonna roll into the Blaze Knight and could be a little bit more safe. Alright, let's do it like that. Just to keep him safe, we're gonna position on left side, so then he rolls to Blaze Knight and hopefully he's gonna solo kill him, and our 2 assassins are gonna meanwhile kill the Squiz. Rogues are gonna focus this guy, and Gazier, so we need to reposition here a little bit. Well, it is what it is. Hopefully Gazier can tank the Umbre a little bit. I don't think we make this round. I think Umbre is gonna destroy us. But they don't have a lot of good synergies activated, so that might be our way out of this. As long as Gazier can cast one time, I think we got it. Alright, we're rolling down here. Not up to the Blaze Knight, which is kind of bad. Blaze Knight stunning our Adorius. Actually, Gacy doing a really good job tanking the Umbre. Big stun coming through onto our Gyro. Not a big problem though. Gyro is in a safe spot. Positioning was really well. But now Gyro is gonna roll over there and it's gonna probably be focused by a lot of units. Let's see. Again, Gyro's not hitting anybody. Yikes. Look at the damage he done. Nothing compared to the other rounds. We're still doing good though. Our poison is stacking up. So if we have one more roll, nah. Nope. Yeah, Gyro positioning really was the problem here. The problem too now is that we have to replay. I hope we can do it. Alright, restart from checkpoint. I have so many times I clicked play again instead of restart from checkpoint because I thought, alright, let's play again from checkpoint, and then I reset the game. I was mad, to say the least. Alright, tanks down here we said. Can still remember this one. You tank him, the other two fighters go onto the Goliath. Yep, yep, yep. Yep, yep, yep. Should be good. Solid. Oh, we were dying. Scary. Nope. All good. All Gucci. One thing I didn't think about too much either was to put my toxic units in a place where they can apply a lot of toxicity around them. Might have to think about that, but first we're gonna sell our fighters. Bring in the two mystics. I forgot how we played this, so we have to figure it out again. Definitely need to kill the Sinalf. But probably our Guru can kill the Sinalf solo. And we just put our two guys right here, straight onto the gaze here. You there. You there. You here? Nah. That's more like it. I think we're good. Let's see. If Gacy doesn't finish off the Sinalf before he rolls, we're donezo. And also, our Gacy, our Guru is gonna roll into all those units again, which is gonna be scary again, but I hope gonna come out clutch once again. Sinalf dead. Look at that. I think the stun of the Zephyrlings resets the focus of the units. And then they almost kill my pure little Gyro. But he's able to win the one-on-one versus the enemy rogue. Rolling over to the next side, doing enough damage to secure us the win. Yep, got him. See how much healing we have done. 7,000 with the gaze here. Sorry that I have not trusted you, big boy. You're still OP. I think we're gonna maybe put both augments on the gaze here, and then we can actually use him as an effective tank. Then again, if we use our Dorius as an effective tank, he actually gains mana for the damage he receives. Gaze here doesn't gain any mana for damage received. So, it worked out pretty good last time with Gaze here actually tanking the Umbre right here. I'm gonna try to do that again. What didn't work was killing the Blaze Knight over there. So we're really gonna try to focus him down this time. What that means though is that we need solid tanks over here where we have our rogues. Otherwise they're gonna get shredded down pretty fast. We can let our Riptlands, no, not Riptlands, Riptorus right here tank the Blaze Knight, because Blaze Knight is gonna die really fast anyway before he can kill the Riptorus. And that's it, that's how we play it. The problem is Guru is gonna roll here, which is not good. We would need to clump up the enemy units a little bit more. So by placing him here, I hope he's gonna roll into like, I don't know. Blaze Knight is gonna die, so he's gonna roll into all the rogues and kill them. One-shot them. That's the plan. Also put our Singe on the outside, being a bit more tanky for those rogues. Let's pray. Just kidding. Alright, as long as Blaze Knight dies before Guru rolls, it's not gonna happen, eh? Oh, he's still rolling down to the rogues. But now he's getting focused. Nope. That wasn't it. That was not it. Sad, because it's pretty close actually. Like, if we figure out the gyro, we might be able to win this. I wonder if there's a lot of people stuck on this wave. I have a hard time on it. 23, 23, 23, 23. What? Fraggy. 32, not 23. Fraggy on 34. My man. Muffin Man. Alright, alright. What? There's some leaks in the Discord. How other people played it. It's the first time Fraggy beats me to it. I mean, I'm not mad. I'm just surprised. Right, we got one more checkpoint. We're in the top 10, which is kind of my goal every day on the first run. Make it at least into the top 10. And everything else is a bonus. So... try to do this as fast as possible. Cuckoo! Streaming. What? I'm just seeing a team comp with 3 water, 2 tsunami, 3 bulwark, and 3 mystic. I don't know where's the damage, but I guess it's a full sustain comp. That's crazy. That is craziness. We're gonna stay with our comp. The only thing I think we could do better is swap out the Volante and the Riptorus. Find our ranger something else to be bonded with, so we drop the Toxic. And then we can bring in 2 more units, which could be... I don't know. Which could be 2 bulwarks? Nah, we don't have the bulwarks, eh? Oh yeah, could be 2 bulwarks. Alright, let's do the first move though. Bring in the 2 mystics. Such a good song. If his Omega doesn't crit, he does no damage at all. There we go. Alrighty. Do we really need Slayer? I feel like it's just about his Omega anyway, and he's gonna cast it anyway. We could drop Slayer and try to get something else. And also versus all those rogues. Oh, it's not so many, but still. The 2 extra bulwarks are gonna be nice. Five bulwark, 2 mystics. And now we could bond here to get Tsunami. Don't really know if it's worth. What else could we get? Slayer again? Kinda it. We could also get Mystic Spore, maybe? No, that's air. Darn. Man. Hard choices. Anyway, let's do positioning first and then check out our ranger. Which is kind of useless right now. I mean, I could give him at least this right here. Alright, give him Tsunami. Give him Shield on Omega cast, because he's gonna cast a lot now. Oh, my brain is a little bit fried. Need a break. Do we have too much on gaze here? It looks like it. Because Tsunami only really is good with water in combination. Because Tsunami really only helps you after the first cast. Oh my god, he didn't even cast. I mean, Gyro is alive, but... Nah. Well, we tried. Top 10. I'm stoked. Thank you so much for tuning in. I gotta go get drunk at a birthday party. I see you soon. If you like that stuff, hit that subscribe button. You know what to do. And peace out. Oh no. Yeah, well, we were top 10 last round. You saw it. Have a good one. Peace.